that is eukaryotic cell. In last lecture, we completed all about the prokaryotes. What are the prokaryotes, and what are the examples for prokaryotes, and their classification depending upon the oxygen requirement, pH requirement, their temperature requirement. There are various classes of these prokaryotes are there, and before that we discuss about the all the organelles. Whatever the organelles are absent actually into the prokaryotes, but those are present, like ribosomes, inclusion bodies, mesosomes, what type of RNA they have, what type of the mRNA, what type of the inclusion bodies, endospore, all we discuss in the last lecture. From the today we are going to start discuss about the eukaryotes, and afterwards then we take the differences between the eukaryote and the prokaryote, and then by this way we complete our topic. Okay. We will complete our topic, but we shall start with the eukaryotes. What is the eukaryote? Eu means what? The true nucleus. Eu means true, karyos means nucleus. The true nucleus is present. Where it is present, that cells are called as the eukaryote cells. And the eukaryote cells are very much diverse one, from the single cell to like amoeba to the multicellular animals like giraffe, elephants, until the animals are there. All are coming under the one class, that is a eukaryotes one. From the amoebas, euglena, paramecium, all are coming under the eukaryotes. Some algae are in the plant, some algae, fungi, yeast, that is a Saccharomyces cerevisiae, all are coming under the eukaryotes. Eukaryotes means what? Those organisms which have the nucleus, true true nucleus in them, then they are called as the eukaryotes one. And in the eukaryotes, the size is ranging from, again, from the microscopic to the macroscopic. The size is very much changing one. Single cellular, unicellular to the multicellular are also coming under the eukaryotes. Like amoeba, euglena is what, all both are what, the single cell organism. We can not easily study them. We cannot easily study them. We have to study under the microscope for these organisms. But to the multicellular organisms like a tiger, like a crocodile, like plant, large trees like banyan, pimple, all are coming under the eukaryotes. But what are different organelles are present in the eukaryote is there. The size is ranging, the number of cells is also ranging from the unicellular to multicellular. This is the wide variety is present into the eukaryotes one. And what are the different organelle is present into the eukaryotes? Then they have in them a nucleus, which is a true nucleus is there. Then the cell organelles are there, which are uh, cell membrane one. They have the membrane on it. Maybe the single membrane is there, or some have the double membrane onto it is there. But into that, the whatever the internal membrane is there, if double layer organelles are there, then they have internal internal cell membrane आहे. ती काय आहे त्यांची? It is a actually semi permeable membrane, and outer membrane is present for the transportation purpose. It provides a protection to them. Okay, we will first discuss about the endoplasmic reticulum into it. This is the endoplasmic reticulum, which is arises from, this is the nucleus of the eukaryotes. From that there is a arises the nuclear membrane actually arises this organelle. It is thought to be that this endoplasmic reticulum is coming from the nuclear membrane is there, but it is not confirmed, but it is thought to be. It is an extension of the nuclear membrane is there. Nuclear membrane नंतर काय होते आहे, काय फॉर्म करते आहे, what it forms, the rough that is a endoplasmic reticulum. There are two types of the endoplasmic reticulum. One is the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and another is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. From the nucleus, near the nucleus, the endoplasmic reticulum which is present, on which the ribosomes are going to attach, are called as the rough endoplasmic reticulums. काय म्हणायचे त्याला? रफ एंडोप्लाझमिक रेटिक्युलम, which is near to the nucleus, and which have the ribosome present on it. So texture looks like a rough. So they are called as the rough endoplasmic reticulum because of presence of the ribosome is there. And the ribosome, what is the function of ribosome? Yes, anybody? Yes, Tirumala. What is the function of the ribosome? You can unmute yourself and you can talk to me. Yes, Shiva. Vinayak. Ribosome. What is the function of ribosome? Yes, Sakshi. Where are you? All of you.
Formation of peptide bonds.
Yes, formation of. Yes, Sakshi. Please pardon. One more time, please say.
Formation of peptide bonds.
Yeah, more correct is what ribosome is involved in the formation of the protein is there. Barabar? It is correct. It is involving in the bonding of the peptide bond. What protein in the protein? There is a presence of the peptide bond. So it is more correct answer is the peptide bond is there. But what they prepare on it, the protein is there. Polypeptides are there. These polypeptides, proteins are used for the various functions in the yeast. Okay, this is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum वरती काय आहे मग? There is the presence of the ribosome is there, and ribosomeचं काय work आहे? What is the function of the ribosome? There is a formation of protein. Formation of protein is there. All of you should remember it, write it down, and I will you tomorrow. Okay. The ribosome is what is the which type of ribosome is present in eukaryote? In the prokaryote, it is of किती आहे? Into the prokaryote, it is a 70s type of the in the prokaryote ribosome is present, and into the eukaryote it is a 80s type of the ribosome is present. 80s, there are larger subunities of 60s and smaller subunities of 40s. Remember in mind that. What is the 60s? S stands for the sedimentation coefficient or Sedgwick's unit. Sedgwick's unit or sedimentation coefficient is there. Which type of ribosome here? 80S. And then there is a second example, second type of the endoplasmic reticulum is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, on which there is no presence of any ribosome on it, so called as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Their texture is smooth, so called as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and basically it modifies this. What is the function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum into the eukaryote? Is the modification of the lipid is there. Whatever the modifications on lipid is there, is takes place into the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Modification and some synthesis of the fatty acids and the lipids also takes place into the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It can take place into the Golgi apparatus too, endoplasmic reticulum too, but into the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, more correct is what? Synthesis as well as the modification of the fatty acids and the lipid takes place into the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. मग काय आहे? रफ एंडोप्लाझमिक रेटिक्युलम काय करते? प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस. आणि स्मूथ एंडोप्लाझमिक रेटिक्युलम काय करणार आहे? लिपिड सिंथेसिस. Like this way, the function of this endoplasmic reticulum into the eukaryotes. This is the separate one organelle of the eukaryotes one. This is the general introduction about the cell organelles of the eukaryotes. First, we will discuss about the endoplasmic reticulum. Then we will discuss about the discuss about the Golgi apparatus. This is the Golgi apparatus. Okay, this Golgi apparatus contains what? There are apparatus into it, one, two, three, like a cisternae present into it, and from that there is a these vesicles are coming from it. What are the vesicles are coming from it, and that vesicles plays important role for the Golgi apparatus. What is the Golgi apparatus? Golgi apparatus is called as the postmaster of the eukaryotes. Golgi apparatus is called as the Golgi postmaster of the eukaryotes. Why they are called as a postmaster? What is the function of postmaster? To collect the information from various organelles, various homes, and it will deliver to where it want destination. Okay, this is the function of the postmaster. The same thing with the Golgi apparatus. What they do, they collect the information from the endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, cytoplasm, and what if there whatever the destination of the protein is there, and that is decided into the Golgi apparatus, and then Golgi apparatus distributed into the various cell organelles, or it will transfer to the like a secretory vesicles. Secretory vesicles means what? It is releases from the cell membrane is there, also called as a secretory vesicles. म्हणजेच काय आहे? Who will decide where this protein want to go, where it want to go to smooth endoplasmic reticulum, or protein want to go to the vacuole, or protein want to go to lysosome, or protein want to go to form the centrioles, or it will return into the cytoplasm. Whatever the decision is there, it is taken by the Golgi apparatus, and then it will transfer to this destination organelle, so called as the postmaster of the cell is there. They will collect the proteins from various parts of the cell, from the cytoplasm and the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Then here the protein get modified and distributed in various organelles. Various organelles. That is the Golgi apparatus. Collection from one destination and give it to another person. That is the function of this Golgi apparatus. त्याच्यामध्ये काय आहे मग? There are different cisternaes are present, like all of you can see like a wave, like it is blue in color, and which give rise to the small vesicles. All are called as the Golgi body. Golgi body मध्ये काय होतंय मग? प्रोटीन्सचं मॉडिफिकेशन होत आहे, and which is distributed to the all or destination organelles. Destination organelles म्हणजेच काय आहे? What is meant by that one? It will reach to their target. It will reach to their target organelle in the cell. Okay, this is about the Golgi apparatus, and then there is mitochondria. We will discuss about this mitochondria, which is a specialized structure present into the eukaryote one. Very important function is there. Mitochondria क्या करता है? They are synthesizing the ATP by the process of the electron transport chain, and one Krebs cycle is there. By this way, the mitochondria can क्या करता है? Mitochondria can produces the energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Okay, mitochondria are so called as the powerhouses of the cell. Whatever the energy they require, for their further functions, the cell does its function, whatever their function is there, and for that functioning they require energy. From where they take the energy? From the mitochondria, and so called as the mitochondria is called as the powerhouses of the cell, because it produces the ATP, because it produces the energy in the form of the ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. And there are more functions of these mitochondria, like smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The fatty acid synthesis in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Some fatty acids, I'm telling you that only some fatty acids are also synthesized in mitochondria. Remember in mind that. Excuse me, sorry. Remember in mind that mitochondria, some lipids are also synthesized, and apart from that, all the lipids are synthesized into the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Then mitochondria is what? The powerhouses of cell, because this synthesizes the ATP, uh, or the energy in the form of the ATP is there. Then the lysosome. Now the come very important cell organelle of the eukaryote, the lysosome. Lysosome is what actually lysosome is what actually it is an suicide bags of the cells. Everyone have, depending upon their function, they are also name their function. Depending upon their function, they have second name for each and every organelles. Like the lysosome, lysosome का है, they are called as the suicide bags of the cell is there. uh, when the cell is going to die, what happens to the cell? Okay, it should undergo, it want to undergo the suicide word. That means actually what suicide means, it is not proper word basically. काय होता है, they get dead one when there is a no proper functioning takes place, or functioning of the DNA. If what happens, all of you know that कि काय है, when the cell have to grow, any cell have to grow, they should divide. But division, what is mean by division? From one cell there is a formation of two cells. Now what is the genetic material is present in them? That is a DNA is their genetic material. That dna is if that DNA genetic material is get damaged because of, because they do not, because the enzymes synthesizing DNA added some wrong nucleotides into it, then that DNA is damaged. The DNA get mutated. If such a cell is formed, then what happens? It will harm to that organ, it will harm to that tissues, and then what? The lysosome come into role. What they it do? Whatever the material is present inside it, it contains basically hydrolysis enzyme, and then it releases to the cytoplasm. It will releases to cytoplasm, and then cell get instructed that we have to dead now, and then cell undergoes for the suicide part, and so called as the lysosome is called as the suicide bags of the cell is there. Okay, okay, everyone.